Good evening. Thank you all very much for being here tonight. This is the Prescott Area Leadership Man, Woman, Youth Leaders of the Year for 2020. We're very excited to have you here for the mixer this evening. I wanted to share a couple of things very quickly. My name is Jim Holt. I'm the president of the board, and I was a member of Class 5. In order to give you some perspective, we are currently doing Class 30. In fact, we have several members here from Class 30, so we are very glad that they're here as well. I'd like to recognize some of our participants here this evening. I know that we have some elected officials here. These could be city council members, mayors. If you're an elected official, if you just raise your hand real quick, I'd like to say hello. Excellent. I'd also like to recognize any first responders or armed service personnel that we may have here, either active or retired. So if you're fire, police, armed services, if you could kind of raise your hand for us. Thank you very much for keeping us all safe. I'd also like to recognize the Prescott Area Leadership Board of Directors. We have a number of our directors here this evening. If you're on the Board of Directors, please raise your hand so we can acknowledge you. And as I mentioned a moment before, we are currently in Class 30. We have a number of class members here from Class 30. If you'd raise your hands and let us acknowledge you as well. We couldn't have an event like this if I didn't have an opportunity to recognize a friend of mine, a mentor. I'd like to recognize Ron Barnes. Ron originated the organization, and Ron is sitting right over here. The mission of Prescott Area Leadership is to inspire and develop active servant leaders throughout the Quad Cities. Robert Greenleaf describes a servant leader as one who serves first. It begins with a natural feeling that one wants to serve and to serve first. Then conscious choice is made to inspire one to lead others. The person is sharply different from one who leads first. There are 10 characteristics of a servant leadership, and I'd like to just quickly run through those. A servant leader is one who listens, is one who's empathetic. A servant leader is healing and aware, and a servant leader is also persuasive. A servant leader can conceptualize, has foresight. Steward is a good descriptor of a servant leader. A servant leader is committed to growth of people and building community. So that's what we're here to celebrate tonight. We have 35 nominees for Leader of the Year in all 4 of our categories. These individuals have all of these characteristics. So we're very proud and very happy to be here and to have an opportunity to recognize them. There are a number of ways that you can help tonight. There are silent auction and raffle items over here. The proceeds from the silent auction and the raffle is to assist us with the youth scholarships. Our female and male youth winners for Leader of the Year each are given a $2,000 scholarship, and both runner-ups, 2 runner-ups in each category, also get a $500 scholarship. So we'll be doing $6,000 worth of student scholarships. So these help to support that as well. We also do a Youth Leadership Academy, and you have an opportunity to help us with that as well. That'll be later in February, as a matter of fact. There's a table back in the corner that can give you more information about Youth Leadership Academy and opportunities that you might be able to help there as well. And finally, of course, we'll have the Man, Woman, and Youth Leadership winners at our dinner banquet in April. And we certainly would like for you all to join us there as well. I'd like to introduce a good friend of mine. Kim Capon was a class member in class 19. He'll say it was the best class, don't believe him. Kim was also a member of the board of directors for 2 years in 2012, 2013. And since its inception, Kim has been involved in the Youth Leadership Academy for almost 10 years now as well. Kim will help us introduce our nominees for 2020. Thank you again very much for being here.
Actually, my class was just average. We were really cute, but not the brightest. So. Hal is really getting old. I mean, it's been around a long time. I think we just got an AARP card, right? Yeah, great. Anyway, let's get started. I want to introduce Sam Rice. Sam, can you stand up for a second? Now, Sam is going to be the timekeeper when we call your name for the nominees. Come on up, and she's going to let you know when you have, how many seconds?
15.
And then what color for the next one?
Boom. Go.
And then you get the hook after 1 minute. All right, to begin, we're going to start with Youth of the Year Female Division. And our first nominee is Madison Jackson. Can all the female youth come up and line up down here, please? You come up. You're first. Ladies and gentlemen, Madison Jackson.
Tonight, we are in a room with remarkable individuals, and I'm honored to stand among them all. While I'm only 17 years old, I have found my passion in law. Through participating in mock trial and interning at a law office, I've learned that I want to affect change through becoming a lawyer in the legal profession. I have lived in Prescott my entire life, and I've always wanted to make a difference here. I've always been drawn to making a difference, and in 2018, my Prescott Area Youth Leadership team and I had an idea to stop teenagers from texting and driving. With the help of the PAL board, this idea was implemented to all the high schoolers by having a parking pass that said, don't be next, wait to text. I am now helping with Prescott Area Youth Leadership to help plan this next youth retreat. And I'm also, community services has also been a huge part of my life, and I will continue serving as I attend Embry-Riddle next year. Tonight, I only had 1 minute to influence you, but sometimes in life, do I get off?
That was Madison Jackson. Next up. She broke in the time card. Nice going. Next nominee is Cassidy Leo. Come on up.
My life's mission is to serve others, and I'm grateful to be able to look back and say I did just that. The most rewarding service I've done is that which I've done for the community. I've been able to serve in all kinds of ways. I've donated care packages to women's shelters, helped kids through Kind to Find. These opportunities inspired my work ethic, and I began seeking leadership roles. Thanks to that drive, I will now be serving my second year as the lead student for the Priceless Prom Project, which is a Catholic Charities project to provide free prom attire to teens in the Prescott area. I am also serving as the executive treasurer at the Launchpad Teen Center, which allows me to provide countless resume building opportunities to my peers. However, I'm most proud of my accomplishments at school to ensure that my school will continue to be involved in the community long after I'm gone. As student body president, I've connected our school with several nonprofits and made us reliable volunteers. I've created a culture of service that will expand far beyond me, and I look forward to seeing it grow.
That was Cassidy Leo. Next up, love this name, Indiana Mead. Come on up.
Hello everyone, my name is Indiana Mead and I just want to thank you for letting me be here tonight. So, I've done lots of things such as musical theater and dance, and that's what I really love to do. And I am a student at Tri-City College Prep, where I'm president of National Honor Society. And through that, I've been able to go have lots of volunteering organizations and help out. And the thing I most love helping out with is kids. And through that, I've helped out with Big Brothers, Big Sisters, as well as Kind of Find, where I spent a whole day with a bunch of kids teaching them about anti-bullying and kindness, and it was just really amazing to see that effect on them and seeing them work together. I've also tutored and helped out with many events at the Launchpad, which is such a great opportunity because that has been influenced and created out of friends that I know, and I've been able to help throughout Student Council and National Honor Society to be able to help the community, and it's just been such a great experience, and I'm so thankful for everything that I have been given. And I just want to thank you again for letting me be out here tonight.
That was Indiana Mead. Next up, Nicole Babbitt.
Good evening. Good evening, everyone. My name is Nicole Babbitt, and I'm a senior at Bradshaw Mountain High School. I have thrived in two positions in my life, leadership and community service. And through that, I found the military. So currently, I'm involved with two military organizations, Army Junior ROTC as company commander, and Civil Air Patrol as cadet commander. And through that, I also found my way through an application to two service academies. I received early acceptance to West Point and the Naval Academy, and earlier today, I accepted my appointment to the United States Naval Academy. I've also found healthcare, and I am currently planning to become a doctor within the military. Of course, wanting to serve my community and my country. Thank you.
Well done. Next up, Sydney Rittershouse.
Hello everybody, my name is Sydney Rittershouse, and I'm currently a senior at Bradshaw Mountain High School. A little bit about myself, I am very active in DECA at school, which is a business and marketing club, and Interact, which is a community service club. And over the year we've done projects such as donating books and blankets to the women's shelter, and just a few weeks ago at RILA, we've packed over 45,000 meals for kids in foreign countries to help feed them. And I also play volleyball, and am very happy to announce that this summer I've been asked to go on a team for America's team to play volleyball and compete. And my plans for college is to attend the NAU Honors College to study environmental science and sustainability and to study abroad.
Sydney Ritter's house. Next up, Emily Hobson.
Good evening. My name is Emily Hobson, and I am so honored to be here today. I am a Prescott High School student, and I strive to serve others wherever I can throughout the community. I've been able to have many opportunities through MHS. I am the vice president, and I am through my sports participation, and I've done a lot of community service as I've lived here all my life, and I've participated in helping soup kitchens and and like cleaning parks. I have become a leader by just befriending people and getting to know people. And I'm so thankful for the community members who have shown me how to serve others. Thank you.
That was Emily Hobson. Nice job. Next up, Geneva Raber.
Good evening, I'm Geneva Raber. I'm a senior at Prescott High School, and I love the adrenaline rush of a fast roller coaster and the high I get when I cross the finish line in a cross-country race. I love being outdoors, and I'm talented in interacting with kids, but I'm happiest when I'm serving others. I've had my opportunities to serve locally and internationally. I'm the co-chairman of the Prescott Youth Council, where my committee and I plan fun and uplifting activities for all the youth in Prescott. Last week, I taught 150 teens about the importance of setting goals. As a member of the Seroptimus Club, I've made hygiene kits for Teen Closet and dinner for the homeless. I'm an active member of Future Business Leaders of America, where I not only learn how to be a successful leader and entrepreneur, but I served kids at the Lincoln Fall Festival and helped children write Christmas cards to our veterans in our community. This past summer, I traveled to Belize and spent 3 weeks building a school for deaf children. It was hard work, but rewarding knowing that these special kids could now have an education. Sometimes you have to be willing to roll up your sleeves and get dirty. But I believe the best way to serve is to simply smile and be kind.
Still learning that color red, though. Nice job. Next up, that was Geneva Raber. Really nice job. Next up is Erin Kennedy.
Good evening. My name is Erin Kennedy, and I'm a senior at Prescott High School. I moved to Prescott the summer before my junior year, and I've spent the last year and a half immersing myself in this town that I'm lucky to call home. Attending last year's Prescott Area Youth Leadership Camp allowed me to spearhead the 100,000 Mile Challenge, a fundraiser for athletic facilities at Prescott High School. As a varsity cross-country and track runner, I jumped on the opportunity to give back to my school. With the support of the amazing youth leaders, I pitched my fundraiser idea and website to the PAL board. I have continued to work with PAL by serving on a board of fellow alumni to plan this year's youth leadership retreat. My involvement in National Charity League has given me over 700 hours of community service. I serve in the Prescott community through many avenues, including an internship at the Charlotte Hall Museum and work with the Prescott Police Department on breast cancer awareness. I helped create their vision for the first pink pumpkin pumpkin patch and rally student volunteers through my involvement in National Honor Society and Key Club. The community of Prescott has inspired me to continue to be a servant leader. Thank you.
That was Erin Kennedy. Next up. Have to jump down the list. Pardon me 1 second. Sierra Christensen.
Hello, my name is Sierra Christensen, and I'm a senior at Trinity Christian School. And I wish to complete a degree in political science, attending Biola University in the fall. For the past 2 years, I have been involved at United Christian Youth Camp for both 2018 and 2019. In 2018 as a volunteer, and again in 2019 with a paid position in the office under summer registration admin. Along with UCYC, I have also had the opportunity to work at Phoenix Inner City Kids, and last summer joined them to work at their one-week camp in Colorado as a senior counselor. I'm also a member of Prescott Sister City organization with Sites Germany, and I have traveled back and forth to Germany as a youth ambassador for Prescott several times. I'm also a member of the Youth Advisory Board for the City of Prescott. I'm a member of a board of 7 whose responsibilities include making sure young people in the community have an active voice. I've also had a variety of public speaking roles that have strengthened my leadership abilities, including being a leader at my school's annual retreat. It's been an honor to be here tonight. Thank you so much.
And are we taking a break to talk about the raffle, or do you want to go on to Man of the Year?
Let's do Women of the Year.
Women of the Year, okay. It's always a good one. Okay, ladies, thank you very much. Let's hear it for our Youth Leader Nominees, female division. Will the Woman of the Year nominees please come to the front? Let's hear it.
I like that. Oh yeah. Look at all these beautiful women.
Wow. Quite a guild. Our first nominee is Elizabeth Borgalt. Come on up, Elizabeth.
Good evening, I'm Elizabeth Borgalt. My husband Herbert and I moved from Massachusetts to Prescott in 2003. On April Fool's Day this year, we will be married for 53 years, and my mother said it would never last. I am a member of the Yavapai chapter, Daughters of the American Revolution, and a member of the Arizona Mayflower Society. I am a strong advocate for our fallen soldiers, as these veterans fought and died defending our country and our freedom, and they are not just a name on a plaque or a wall. They all have a story to tell, and I am honored and proud to be the voice for them. I was the founder and sole researcher for updating the plaques on the All Veterans Memorial, which had not been updated since Desert Storm in 1991. This was a 2-year project, and on Flag Day, June 4th, 2016, we held a dedication and an unveiling of the new plaques. We were able to add 32 names to the plaque. 5 were servicemen that lost their lives in Iraq and Afghanistan, with 27 veterans from Yavapai County who gave their lives in service to our country from World War I through Vietnam. 54 of those students were Prescott High School students.
Elizabeth Borgalt? Borgalt. Thank you very much. Next up, Nicole Kennedy.
It's such an honor to be here with all of these amazing nominees and the people before me who have done such amazing things. See, it's okay to be nervous. Teens, even me, I used to look a little bit nervous for a lot. So it's a lifelong journey, I would say.
Yes.
I'm proud to be the executive director of the Boys and Girls Clubs of Central Arizona. where I lead an amazing team to serve a mission to enable all young people to reach their full potential. It's amazing, rewarding work, and together we have raised an incredible amount of resources through support in the community to serve 30% more kids than we did just a few years ago. I'm also the founder of Prescott Area Women Who Care, an amazing group of women who come together quarterly to raise money for local charity. We have over 120 women now, and so we're raising $12,000 in an hour for local charities. I'm also on the board for the Northern Arizona Dream Center, and I serve with my family as a volunteer for the Yavapai Food Neighbors Project. So altogether, I'm just proud of the community that we all are together.
That was Nicole Kennedy. Next up, Cecilia, looking back.
Thank you so much. Hi, my name is Cecilia Looking Back. I am a stylist and owner of Desert Rose Retreat Salon and Med Spa here in beautiful Prescott. My highest values include growth, compassion, and kindness, and I try to spread these everywhere I go. I truly believe that it's my life's mission to uplift women and help them see their true potential, whether you're a 13-year-old getting bullied at school, a new mom suffering from postpartum depression, or just a woman who is struggling to balance the pressures of everyday life. I not only try to uplift women in my salon, but in the community, working with stepping stones, the teens and the women there, giving them hope for a better future. My next big project that I'm really excited about is to partner with Green Circle Salons to help reduce our carbon footprint and keep our salon waste out of landfills and waterways. Thank you. I'm not only excited about turning my own salon green, but becoming a drop-off for other salons in our area, because I believe that even little changes can make a big impact in the world. And remember, even if I'm the only one to tell you today, you're loved and you matter and your dreams matter. Thank you.
That was Cecilia looking back. Next up, Cindy Thomas.
Thank you for that kind introduction. I am an employee with the town of Chino Valley. I've been employed with them for 15 years. I am the Assistant Community Services Director, which encompasses the library, senior services, parks, recreation, and aquatics. I would say that one of my proudest accomplishments working with the town of Chino Valley is enacting the protocol that we will allow no senior to go hungry in our area. Over the past few years, our average meals that we serve is about 25,000. Of those 25,000 meals that we serve for our small little community of Chino Valley, only about half of those meals are federally subsidized. The rest are free meals that we provide, and that is whether they are a Meals on Wheels recipient or a in-house recipient. In 2004, I ran and was successfly elected as a Chino Valley Unified School District Governing Board member, and in 2018, I again ran and also won that race. Lastly, I see that, I promise, I am also a graduate of Best Class 20.
That was Cindy Thomas. Next up is Sue Rutherford.
Can you see me? Okay. First, I would like to start by saying I will not tell you my age or when I was a senior in high school like our previous group of young ladies. My husband and I have lived in this area for about 40 years. I'm a retired nurse, and 20 years ago I helped start a program that was called Trauma Intervention Program, excuse me, which now we are our Arizona Crisis Team. It is volunteer-based around Yavapai County, where we respond when requested by fire, police, or the hospital for any type of crisis. We go out on about 400 calls a year to assist the family, the friends, the witnesses. We have about 60 volunteers around the county. We're 24/7, 365. The first 10 years of this program, I did it as a volunteer. Then I did not think that was going to be a good succession rate way to go, so I collect technically a salary so that this can carry on when I'm done. We surround yourself with good people, treat them with respect. And that's it.
That was Sue Rutherford. Next is Marty Reed.
Hello, my name is Marty Reed. First of all, I would like to thank Prescott Area Leadership for putting on this event every year. It's such a wonderful event recognizing those in our community that really serve. And I'm honored to be a nominee. Usually I'm in the audience. I am the Assistant Superintendent of Prescott Unified, and I am lucky to work for an organization that has a mission to support, educate, and help thousands of students be successful. And I feel very grateful to be a part of that. And speaking of that, ladies, our young ladies, wow, doesn't that warm your heart? What our youth is doing? And I'm sure the men will do the same. I also am part of the board for the Granite Mountain Interagency Hotshot Crew Learning and Tribute Center, which is located at the Gateway Mall, which honors our brave 19 firefighters that died in the Yarnell Hill Fire. I'm very passionate about that project. These men served us well, and we want to continue to honor them. Thank you very much.
Marty Reed. Next is Cheryl Rowland. Come on up. All right, yeah.
Hello, I am Cheryl Rowland, and by day I'm a banker, and by night I do everything else. I'm a single mom of 3 kids, 2 of which live at home, and all 3 still need money, so there's that. I am the Prescott Area Leadership Class, Best Class 29. Woo! The one thing I was going to say that I think will apply to everybody here is find what you're passionate about and help in some way. It actually changes your perspective on life, changes so much. It makes you a happier you. So my kids have to be a part of it too because they go with me everywhere. So, past president for Prescott Valley Police Foundation, current board member, helped to organize the first Pink Patch project in Prescott Valley. Half the money went to YRMC Breast Care, other half went to a breast cancer survivor. PAL board, okay, thank you.
Cheryl Rowland. Next we have Carol Fontana. Come on up, Carol.
Hello everyone. As a retired concert pianist, I'm an avid supporter of the arts and especially the Prescott Friends of Arizona Opera. But my other life journey actually began with an adventure. A couple years ago, I became the first and only equestrian to through ride the Arizona Trail from Mexico to Utah. It was a charity ride, and thanks to a great cause, a great team, and my horse Tiki, we made it and raised $27,000 for the Prescott Women's Shelter. But on that ride, there were so many wildfires that when I got back, I started organizing neighborhoods for self-evacuation with their equestrians. Then we took a survey of all the equines in the county. Folks, can you believe it? There are 7,000 and a third with no transport. And that's why we started Triple E. Now we do evacuations with 80 volunteers at the direction of County Sheriff and Emergency Management. Triple E is the only such group in Arizona, and our mission is to help keep these animals safe. Thank you very much.
That was Carol Fontana. Next is Leslie Allward. Please welcome her.
I know. She's going to get out of her chair any moment now. Hi, I'm Leslie Allward, and I'm a senior in the School of Life compared to the youngsters. And my journey into service to others and philanthropy really began when we moved here in 2003 to help take care of our 2 sets of parents in their final years, which was a joy and just the best thing that we could do. And during this time, I started a new career and started volunteering additionally. And I volunteered for 3 different nonprofits in Prescott for the last 15 years. Most notable is a Highland Center for Natural History, where I've spent thousands of hours, and I've been on their board 6 years in leadership and 10 in leading the volunteer team that does their signature fundraiser. So I'm a volunteer leading volunteers, which is perspiration and inspiration in equal portions. But the biggest thing is, I'm no big deal. I just made a choice to follow a path that gives me joy and purpose. So with that, I invite you all to join me on that path, because the community that we have will be amazing.
Maximizing every second. Well done. That was Leslie Allward, everybody. Next is Jesse Hans.
All right, first off, Sam, I know where you live. I'm Jessie. I'm with CCJ, and I'm on the board of the Yavapai Mental Health and Justice Coalition. Thank you very much for having me. In my work with CCJ, it became clear that as an organization, we were most impactful ending homelessness one individual at a time. We've taken the risk of shifting our organization to be strategically focused on homelessness through creating housing with our nonprofit partners and business partners toward a model that will work nationally and challenging the traditional ideals of the nonprofit sector along the way. My personal mission is to always challenge the status quo, opening the door to better, more effective ideas on how we work and, even more importantly, how we live. I'm talking fast. I'm so afraid. I believe with patience and persistence, we can accomplish anything. In everything we touch, a relationship, a business, a community, a hobby, when we have the intention to help that thing grow to the next level, we truly all learn along the way, and we are better for having been a part of it. That is how we create value with and for everyone around us. Thank you, Sam.
That was Jesse Hans. Next is Leslie Horton. Come on up, Leslie. Here's Leslie.
All right, hello everyone. My name is Leslie Horton. I'm the Director of Yavapai County Community Health Services and the proud mom of 2 kids that I get to raise right here in Prescott. If you've ever done True Colors personality profiling or whatever it is, I'm an orange. That just means that I'll work exceptionally hard to get to the top of a mountain. But when I get there, I want to strap on a snowboard and ride all the way down. So I want to thank Terry Farnetti back here for nominating me for this. It's an honor to be here. And I am so proud to be a leader in a team of 85 individuals who are both passionate about health, but also impacting all of you and the rest of our communities here in Yavapai County. By collaborating with many of you and the other agencies in this community and the other leaders, I strive to make Yavapai County a healthier place for all of us to live, work, and play. By using local data, we focus and prioritize our health efforts around real issues that impact us in this community, like suicide prevention, substance abuse prevention, and promotion of healthier behaviors that'll lead to a healthier life in the long run. With all of your help, I am certain that we will have a long-lasting future for our children and for the rest of us who choose to enjoy living here in Prescott. By the way, too, I'm going to seek out all of those youth leaders here later and talk to them about a future career with the Yavapai County Community Health Services.
That was Leslie Horton. She went all the way around and got a yellow when she finished. So nicely done. Last, but surely not least, Candace Stump.
All right, so you have to tell me when you start. I want to signal. All right, so I am the proud principal at Coyote Springs Elementary School in the Humboldt Unified School District. And I want to say that my team challenged me. They said I could never say anything in under 1 minute. So here we go. When I thought about accepting this opportunity, and I thank my colleague Jessica Bennett for nominating me, I thought about what is it that I'm most proud of. And I thought about all the awards that my school has been offered. And then I thought, it goes much deeper than that. It's about the experiences and the opportunities that I've been able to provide my students. Providing an all-inclusive campus and providing my kids with an opportunity to learn 21st century skills is what I'm really most proud of and what I'm most passionate about. When I watch my students who came to me in completely self-contained environments, moving into inclusive environments, going from not having an opportunity to do much of anything to seeing a child with Down syndrome being able to fly an airplane in one of our community service events is what I am most passionate about. And in the words of Nelson Mandela, education is the most powerful weapon in which you can use to change the world. Thank you.
Candace Stump. I'm happy to report, it wasn't last but not least, but now last, is Rakini Shineri. Please welcome Rakini.
I thought it was like a cruel joke. I was just standing here, last but not least. Okay, so my name's Rakini Chinnery. I own Allen's Flowers. I've been there for 30 years. Yeah, the shop's been around since 1914. In 2009, my family was struck by a really devastating illness with my daughter, and it changed my whole outlook on life. It was completely life-altering for me, and I realized that life is short, and we need to really do everything we can for one another while we can. And the second thing I realized was that my shop, we create beauty and deliver happiness. So once these things fell into place for me, I became the kind of shop that basically says yes. We donate thousands of bouquets every year, and we have for years. And I really believe in the power of flowers, and I believe that it became my mission to make the world a more beautiful and happy place with what we have. So I'm really grateful to be a part of this community, and I'm really honored to be here. Thank you.
Rakini Shineri. That does wrap it up for female or woman of the year. And thank you guys for coming up. Have a seat. Okay. Is everybody ready to meet these outstanding young gentlemen from our community? The Male Youth Leader of the Year nominee. Now, due to a number of scheduling conflicts, because many of our youth males are involved in sports, not everybody is here tonight, but those that are not will be considered as final nominees. First up, please welcome Mr. Aaron Gordon.
Hello everyone, good evening. My name is Aaron Gordon. I'm a senior at Bradshaw Mountain High School this year. I'd like to thank Prescott Area Leadership for putting this on and having me out today. I'd also like to thank my parents for being there with me every step along the way. To start off, this community is full of amazing people, including everyone in this room, and they've given me countless opportunities. To name a few, I'm a link leader at my Bradshaw Mountain High School, and I get to mentor freshmen. I also, every spring break, volunteer at the Arizona Wildfire Academy, in which I can strive to make the community better by having wildland firefighters receive a better education, a world-class education. Thank you. Beyond that, I also get to volunteer with the Highland Center for Natural History, where I get to build schoolyard habitats, all sorts of good things. The thing I'm most proud of, though, is being a senior intern with the Highland Center for Natural History, where I get to meet hundreds of children at summer camps who are all very different. Not only do I impact them by to teach them to be kind and courteous and interact with the world around them, they teach me to be a good leader and carry on skills for a better future. Thank you.
That was Aaron Gordon. Next is Jacob Packer.
Alright, hello everybody. It's an honor to be here. Great group of people. My name is Jacob Packer. I'm a senior at Tri-City Prep College High School. I like to entertain others. I really do. It's one of my passions. So I practice piano, I tell jokes, I like magic tricks, and I found creative ways to implement these fun things that I like to do with service. So not only are these things I like to do, I also get to serve others. And it's a win-win scenario. One of my most time-consuming service projects was my Eagle Scout project. I am an Eagle Scout, and I built a giant concrete checkerboard from scratch. I communicated with leaders of over a dozen companies and got all of these materials donated. So, as you can tell, I'm also a lover of games, and that also fit my personality. In addition to volunteering at the library and tutoring at middle school at my high school, I really enjoy serving others, and I'm excited to pick up a game with younger students anytime. I'm happy to serve. Thank you all for having me here.
Jacob Packer. Next is Mr. Ethan Morris.
Hello everyone, my name is Ethan Morse. I'm a senior at Trinity Christian School and have been attending Trinity for my entire academic career. In addition to this, my family and I have been long-standing residents of the Prescott area. My volunteer work began with me volunteering at the VA hospital for 2 summers, the first working in the IT department, and the second doing miscellaneous jobs around the hospital campus. Then, during the course of my junior year, I had the opportunity to serve with Phoenix Interstate Kids. Due to this, I was selected to be a junior counselor at their summer camp. I have been heavily involved in my school theater program, holding the lead role in 3 plays. I have also started a student-led worship team that plays at our school chapels. In addition to this, I spent several days over the summer voluntarily coming to the school in order to help them prepare for the new school year, doing everything from setting up furniture to moving wood chips. I was also elected this year as a representative for my class on the student council. Thank you for considering me for this honor.
That was Ethan Morse. Next up, Lucas Foray.
Hello, and thank you all for having me. It is an extreme honor to just be even considered for an award like this. So I'm a senior at Prescott High School, and I'm involved in a multitude of activities. I'm on the governor's board for the high school. I'm also on the site council. I'm also a senior representative for the student council. But I've also volunteered at the hospital. But on top of all of these, what I'm most proud of is being a founding leader member of the Teen Advisory Council, which is an organization that acts through the Launchpad. And through this, we try to outreach to teens all across the Tri-City area, where we kind of just raise awareness for different topics that we deem need to be aware of. So, for example, this Thursday, me and my TAC members, we will be heading over to Mile High Middle School, where we will talk to these kids directly about drug use and see, like, get their side of the story and really let them know, like, you don't have to do it. And I'm extremely excited to do that because this is a problem in our community, especially with the rise of vaping. And I'm extremely excited to be a part of putting an end to it. Thank you.
That was Lucas Foray. Finally, Zach Jones. Come on up, Zach.
All right, so, hi, my name is Zach Jones. I'm 17 and I'm currently a senior at Prescott High School. My main passion and hobby, I would say, is playing soccer. I've been doing it since I was 10 years old. I started playing soccer when I was 10 years old and then also started playing competitively when I was 10 years old. And so I've been playing varsity soccer for the Prescott High School Badgers for the past 2 years, and last year we even made it to the state finals. And lost, but... So, over the summer I got a chance to go to Spain and play in a tournament down there with my club team. And I believe that that experience made me a much better player and a much better leader than I am, or than I was. And it has helped me with this season in terms of varsity soccer. Thank you.
That was Zach Jones. Zach, you're not the only one who's been lost, so well done there. Let's hear it for all of these fantastic gentlemen. You guys are released. Go have a seat. Coming up next is Man of the Year. Boy, that really sounds like some Man of the Year. How many Men of the Year do we have in the room?
One.
We have one? Right here. The self-proclaimed Man of the Year. Come on up, gentlemen. Man of the Year.
Great to see you. Yeah. I should line up. Go line up. Hey, buddy. They take their notes.
All right, thanks for coming up, guys. First, we have Michael. Is it Yarns?
It's Yarns.
Yarns. Come on up, Michael.
This I don't lose that. Bribery. It works. It works.
Behave over there.
Yes.
Good evening. My name is Michael Yarns. I moved to Prescott in 2000. I'm a husband, a business owner, an entrepreneur, an investor, and a volunteer. For those of you who don't know my wife, Cody Ann, she's over there in black. Going forward, if I say I mean we. We are involved. I have the whip marks to prove it. We are involved. I intended to rattle off a list of all we've been involved in and all we've accomplished in Prescott here tonight. And after standing in the room, I've decided that's not what I'm going to do. I have two messages. One, get involved. And two, if you're not involved, give your time, give your talent, or give your treasure. So a number of years ago, I helped a friend start a dream, and her dream was the Launchpad Teen Center. The Launchpad didn't exist. Tonight, 3 of the youth nominated for Prescott Area Leader mentioned the Launchpad. We must be doing something right. Thank you.
Michael Yarn. Next up is a gentleman that last year at the Man, Woman, Youth event, we dubbed Dr. McDreamy. He is Dr. Hojat Asghari. Please welcome.
Hello everyone! Viva Prescott! Oh hi! Okay, there are 2 things I learned from my beautiful father. Never say me or I. The second thing was, there is no word of impossibility. Okay, I'm here with all of you. Thank you for nominating me, for you and those who are not here. Next, when I was driving here to Prescott, they called me, your brother is here? Or Telly Savalas? I said, no, I'm Dr. A. Kojak, call me Kojak. So suddenly I became 1-800 Scary, from Cordes Junction to Peoples Valley, doing house call and taking care of people. Then city of Yarnell went on fire. Our heart is with them. I opened a charity clinic and then go there every Saturday. Oh, she just raised, run Forest, run Forest. I gotta run faster. So I'm a big supporter of Boys and Girls Club, again, UCYC camp, police department, sheriff department, firefighter department, every department, you name it, medical tourism, hospital, Friends of Prescott Airport, and dreams to open a medical school so your kids do not need to go anywhere to medical school. I love you, Prescott, and I'm with you 125%. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
That was Kojak, everybody. Shy as he is. Next is San Martin Rodriguez.
Oh my gosh, I can't do nothing in 1 minute. So let me tell you guys something. I am born and raised in Prescott, Arizona. What I have and what I was given in this town was something that was a little bit like short of the pie. Born with mother, father, but raised by one dad, and I had siblings. And I thought that I wasn't going to make it to the age of 20. I am now 42, and I have done nothing but try to help out this local economy, everybody that's in this town. I've done everything that I can possibly to keep myself in place in this town. So I create things, and all I want to do is help. And I can't rattle off all the things that everybody else has done because I just haven't taken note, because tomorrow I'm just trying to make something better. Thank you.
Mr. San Martin Rodriguez. Matthew Reese, come on up.
Evening. Wow, this is a humbling moment. First of all, thank you for having me here, and more importantly, thank you for doing this. Not just for me, but for everybody that's been a part of this over the last 35 years, was it? Something like that. First of all, my name is Matthew Reese. I work for the City of Prescott Fire Department. I'm a fire engineer over there. Thank you. Former Marine, infantry Marine as well. I'm a paramedic. All right, so that's where it is. Okay. Just so you know what I like to do and what I'm all about, definitely about helping the community. For the last 2 years, I've been working within the Prescott Fire Department in the City of Prescott, working on our active shooter mass casualty program. So many of you are aware of what's been going on in our society these days. Thank you. And my goal, thank you for the ticket officer. So my goal essentially is just to improve our schools, improve our communities. I also volunteer at a nonprofit called IC Save, at which we teach Stop the Bleed to pretty much anybody and everybody we can. We've taught over 1,000 people, roughly 1,000 people here in the City of Prescott, and thank you.
Matthew Reese. Next, I believe we have another person from the firefighting community, Scott Freitag.
Powell's most challenging class, 28. In that class, you know what that means. And if you know what that means, you know I was involved, so it's not a surprise. I really appreciate the opportunity to be up here tonight. I'm the Fire Chief for Central Arizona Fire Medical Authority. We are the first fire authority in the state of Arizona. I've been here 6.5 years and worked with a great team to put the fire authority together after creating a joint management agreement. I also currently serve as the president of the Arizona Fire Chiefs Association, a board member for the Arizona Fire Districts Association, as well as on the board for Prescott Valley Economic Development Foundation. which keeps me pretty busy. But the reality is everything you see from CAFMA is not me. It's the people that are here with me tonight supporting me in the back of the room. My job is to support them so they can take care of you. And they do a great job of that. You see us out a lot in the community. Again, it's them with the Firefighters Foundation, the Firefighter Angel Foundation, our Hispanic outreach, and all of that is driven from the floor. So thank you to them for the work that they do. Appreciate it.
Scott Freitag. Next is Larry Gray.
Good evening. I'm honored here to be nominated for the Prescott Area Leadership Man of the Year. My wife Linda and I feel blessed to live in this community, everybody's hometown. We lived in Phoenix and Prescott for 8 years for a while. 2013, we began here full-time. We've always been determined to return our blessings to appropriate opportunities for our community. Served 4 years in the Marine Corps, 37 years in the Phoenix Police Department. We became partners with the Heights Church, supporting events and working with the safety team. Worked with the Over the Hill gang. One of the crew, Dave, he introduced me to Meals on Wheels. I became a relief driver. Another friend of mine, Larry Jacobs, introduced me to ESGR, Employer Support of the Guard and Reserve, giving me a chance to repay the men and women serving as citizen warriors and the patriotic employers who support them in protecting our country and freedoms. I would not be here tonight without those who showed me the service opportunities. Thank you. Simple pleasure.
Larry Gray. Court Minor. Let's hear it for Court.
Good evening. My name is Court Minor. I have served at Bradsham Mountain High School the last 11 years, 8 as the proud principal at Bradsham Mountain High School. Thank you, Go Bears. I don't know if this, I found out that I am the longest principal in school history. I don't know if that's good or bad, but in my 11 years at Bradsham Mountain High School, we've seen our AP, ACT, and AZ Merit scores improved. That this last year, 2019, Bradsham Mountain High School was honored for 2019 as a national U.S. News and World Report school. Real proud of that. But what I'm most proud of are students. Thank you. What I'm most proud of is our students. Over the last 8 years, we've gone from $1 million in scholarships to the last 6 years between $5 and $7 million. My wife, Carrie, and I, married 33 years. We have our own business here in Yavapai County that we run. We've been bigs and big brothers, big sisters. My son is an architect in LA. My daughter just graduated from nursing school in Phoenix. I want to thank the PAL for this event and Ms. Jessica Bennett for the nomination. Thank you.
Thank you, Court. Next is Clark Tenney.
So I was kind of hoping more people would leave during the intermission, but it is what it is. My name is Clark Tenney. My wife and I both grew up here in Prescott, and we've raised our 5 children here in Prescott. We love it here. Thank you for having us here tonight. What a great event. So as I look around at the other great gentlemen here and the other people who've been nominated, I thought, what am I doing here? I've done a few things in my life. I've been a volunteer Boy Scout leader for 29 years, and I've been a teacher for 22, and I spent the last 6 years as a principal for it, Jet Elementary School, and the last 2 as assistant principal at Prescott High School. And I guess why I'm here is because I love seeing kids succeed. Some of them come to us with a basket full of advantages, and all we got to do is high-five them and cheer them on as they make their way to the top. And some of them come to us, and school and a smile from their teacher is the very best thing that happens to them all day. We love them all, and I'm grateful to be a part of PUSD, where our motto is every child, every day. That's what I try to live.
Thank you, Clark. And finally, he's in he's jumping the gun. It's Scott Masher. Please welcome Scott.
Good evening, I'm Scott Masher, Yavapai County Sheriff. About 7 years ago, we at the Sheriff's Office began to develop a program that would decriminalize mental health within our communities and our jail. With that, we developed a mental health coalition, and I look around the room tonight, I see Jesse, I see Debbie, I see Leslie, I see my chief deputy. A lot of people in this room are part of that coalition to help get this job done. This last year, we diverted 2,000 people with mental health issues from coming into our jail. Thank you. This is a team effort. We couldn't do it without those part of that coalition, and we've just begun. This truly is criminal justice reform. This truly is crime prevention, and I'm very proud to be part of this team that works on this. So thank you all very much.
Okay, just a couple of quick notes. Gentlemen, thank you very much. Let's hear it for all of our nominees. If the nominees can stick around till after the event and come on up here, there'll be some pictures. And also, if you were participating in the silent auction, come on over here or any of the other auction items. So don't forget that you have tickets. I'm going to welcome President Jim Holt with a few final parting words. Let's hear it for Jim. Come on now.
So did you all notice, like I did, that all of our nominees, they told us that their value was not with what they had or what they did, but how they served. I thought it was incredible. We're extremely fortunate. So I just want to share a couple things very quickly about what's next. The Man, Woman, Youth of the Year dinner is April 7th, and that will be here at the Prescott Resort. February 14th, the field in each category will be narrowed down to the top 3, and the nominees will be notified. So I believe that that's on Valentine's Day. With regards to POW Class 31, that's going to be the class for any of you that would be interested in participating. Applications are online. We also have some back in the corner table. The deadline for applications for Best POW Class 31, it's a mouthful, is May 5th. We'll do interviews May 13th through the 15th, and we hope to have the selection for Class 31 by May 22nd. The Youth Leadership Academy takes place February 14th to February 16th of this year. The application deadline is January 30th, so that's like 2 days. So if you know anybody that would be interested in participating in the Youth Leadership Academy, tell them to hurry up and go to the website and get an application in. That program is free of charge, and it's an outstanding weekend for high school students.